Now sports with sports director Scott Leber.
Rockford Lutheran football hasn't been the same since Bruce Bazsali left after the 2016 season. Now the Crusaders have a link to the Bazsali era and their new head coach, Jeff Luedke. Let's take a look at the Crusaders in our football two-a-days. Jeff Luedke was on Bazsali's staff helping coach receivers and defensive backs back when the Crusaders were a force in the Big Northern Conference and when they were making deep runs in the playoffs. That run ended 6 years ago. Luedke remembers clearly one thing Bazsali used to say.
Bruce used to say this all the time. In times of adversity, we go back to our original form. And that's one of the things that we have to really face here at Lutheran, because lately in the last 5-6 years, I think there's been a lot of adversity here. There's been a lot of coaching changes. Since
Bazsali left, the Crusaders' head coaches have been Ron Gates for 1 year, Tony Ambrosio for 2 years, and Chuck Leonard for 2 years. It's a lot of turnover for a program that needs stability, especially when it comes to building up the lower levels. The Crusaders are hurting for numbers.
We're down to 24, 25, and that's not enough to have a junior high, to have a junior program and a varsity program. It's just not enough. So we got a lot of work to do there.
To compensate, the Crusaders need to emphasize conditioning so that the players they do have are capable of playing a lot of minutes on game night.
We don't have a lot of players like the other schools do, so we have to work harder, condition more.
Hughes returns as the Crusaders' quarterback. He's one of the team leaders.
I'm excited for him. You know, the first time I saw King was at the regional basketball game versus Montini, and he was assigned by Coach Guzzi, to guard the toughest guy out there. And I've never, all of a sudden there, I felt we had something in this King guy. And from that point on, I knew he was my guy.
Second-team All-Big Northern Conference lineman Hunter Evans is back. He'll also play middle linebacker. Jack Beamer was second-team All-Conference on the defensive line last year as a freshman. The Nitz brothers, Ephraim and Eben, will be keys on the line. Then there are 2 running backs to keep an eye on, junior A.J. Moore and freshman Gavin Sanders.
We had James here, and he was so special. A.J.'s not there, but he's a pretty strong kid, and he's got a one-step cut along with our other back, Gavin Sanders, that's pretty good. So we preach and teach one-step cuts, and both of those kids have it.
All right, well, tonight at 9 and 10 on the second half of our two-a-days, I'll bring you the Winnebago Indians.